Man, I have not used, I want to say the shield all too much. But you know what? Might as well give it a try, you know? Besides, it doesn't hurt to try something new and something that I'm not familiar with. Which is, admittedly, some advice that I need to start taking more often because I'll be completely honest here. I do get myself, overworked and, just start overthinking every single little thing, and then I get so, I guess, ruled by fear that I just don't even try anything new, and admittedly, it could just be something completely simple, which could possibly explain, or at least partially explain why I keep getting rejected in terms of romance? I don't know. I'm just guessing here. Besides, I really shouldn't rush a whole romance scene anyway. It tends to lead to bad things anyway from personal experience. I'll just leave it at that. And yeah, I am admitting it on a video, but I imagine what had been said anyway, so I might as well say it here and now. And I might as well just be completely honest and upfront about it. Yeah, I know I'm being a mad about. I mean, what's anybody else gonna do, right? Anyways, moving on. More Hades.
Good enough to eat.
It's always funny when, you get one of those palms of power, like, early in a run, and you can only upgrade, like, one ability. So that leads me to wonder, can you upgrade an ability with one of those pomegranates if you don't have a boon to upgrade?
How many now?
Is that even possible to do? If so, like, does anybody know what that looks like?
A gift.
Because I know there's, like, unique dialogue for, encountering the Fury Sisters with, like,
Witches.
no boons or no Mirrors of Night abilities. And I know there's also, like, unique dialogue for, like, not having any boons when you reach Hades. Just, like, going into the Hades fight with no boons at all whatsoever. And as that freaking crystal thing phased through the wall. Jeez, I haven't seen that happen since Big Run. I think it was like the first video I uploaded of Big Run where like one of the golden eggs was like part way through one of those, pillar posts. Like whatever that boss salmonid is, where like the smaller salmonids just, on the strings or rope or whatever, just flying around the post that's in the ground. Yeah, I don't know any of the salmonid, like boss salmonid names, or just any salmonid name. Heck, I can't even I was gonna say produce, but pronounce the king salmonid's name. Isn't it like Shahozua or something? Is that how you pronounce it, or is it a different pronunciation? Yeah, I'm sure I'll get it eventually. I'm in no rush. Besides, I have pretty much,
Anyone else?
who knows how much time, probably a lot of time to like memorize it anyway, especially if I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of other Salmon Run videos, and also Turf Run, not Turf Run, but Turf War videos as well. Not really sure about Anarchy battles, the ranked matches. Honestly, I am just hot garbage at any ranked mode in any PvP game. Doesn't matter if it's something I'm actually good at. Which, yeah, go ahead and be all like, yo, Retro Wolf, you're being freaking hard on yourself, blah, 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 be nicer to yourself. Like, in one sense, yeah, I can see that, but honestly, I know my own strengths and weaknesses. I know how I play video games. And I know I've tried on multiple occasions to do like ranked battles, and it has not been fun, and it has not been an enjoyable experience. It's just been like 1000% stress. It's pretty much just been pretty much has been like 10% pain, 20% pain, 15% concentrated power of pain, 5% pain, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the pain. I'll be surprised if anybody knows the meme I'm referencing. Well, even more points to those who know the meme, like the song that the meme is referencing. Because I know. I'm just curious to see who else knows. Drop it in the comments if you know. Trying to get that viewer engagement on my videos. Speaking of viewer engagement stuff, I'm starting to fall into the whole numbers game on YouTube, and it's starting to worry me because I started this having actual fun doing it, and now it's just like it's gone from fun to being all like, oh man, you know, blah blah this, blah blah, you know, this video is not getting any views, you know, I should stick to stuff that will be popular and that will actually get views, but YouTube's a platform that exists, and it can definitely be difficult to get any kind of traction, especially like if you start off like brand new and like you do good and then you just start losing whatever momentum you have, which sucks even worse if you don't know like what specifically works for the channel. Even if you do know like what specific things in that specific, you know, video that you know of stands out from whatever else kinds of videos exist of a similar nature, which is definitely something I struggle with a lot, because like, you know, I could be like, oh yeah, I'm good at like X, Y, and Z, but like there could be like at least 10 to 20 more people who are just as good as I am with, you know, the same skill level and could do it, you know, almost similar or even the exact same way as I do. But because, you know, I might do it a certain way that, you know, stands out from everybody else, I may not know that because it's just like, what specific things or what am I specifically doing myself that are, you know, making it stand out from literally everybody else in the same skill pool? I hope that makes sense anyways.
Not quite.
Pretty sure that's not Zagreus' name, Tiffany. Got myself some liquid death, and no, I'm not referring to alcohol either. There's a like a canned water brand. There's a specific brand of water called Liquid Death. And there's like, it's both like, you know, like mountain. It's pretty much just like mountain water, but like there's also like sparkling water, you know, within the same brand. Think of it like LaCroix, like LaCroix water, or any other kind of like water brands along the same line of like LaCroix. Excuse me.
Next time, facility.
But I've tried it recently. Man, it is actually really good. Not gonna lie, like, normally I'm not a super big sparkling water guy, but it's just something about this is real good. Unlike the Wells of Chiron items right now,
So much for Tartarus.
not really feeling what they had to offer, you know? I'm sure that makes sense in some way, shape, or form.
Learning awaits.
Time to go through the magma meadows of Asphodel. which is a sentence I never thought I was going to be saying today, but here we are. Today is the day that exists within the current timeline that we live in. And I'm going to stop it there before I make it even more existential and freak somebody out, because I'm sure not everyone's into the super existential stuff. I'll admit, I do like, existential stuff. Probably because I just like, thinking about stuff and just like pondering whether something actually works and what actually does not work, Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. But I could also understand that, not everyone's into it. Just want to get those few coins before I visit it with Eurydice.
You're always welcome here, Your Royal Majesty.
Also, Eurydice, real pretty. She pretty. I will be completely honest here. She pretty.
See you again.
Stay cool.
Yeah, whatever. Let's just get rid of these guys here. These infernal bombers, right? Is that what they're called? I think that's what they're called. Man. The only thing I don't like about these guys is that they keep moving around too much. Just like these little, smaller, bone serpents. Like if you don't get to them quick, they will go underground. And they'll move somewhere else. And let's sure let's go with another Demeter ability. Wouldn't hurt to do, right? Of freaking course. But hey, at least I have the Shield of Chaos. Which, I'm not sure if I've ever shown off the shield before, but, if you have it upgraded to the Shield of Chaos, you'll occasionally hear Chaos speaking. And I think there'll also be instances where they will be like, I have been watching you, oh son of Hades. Which, yeah, does sound creepy without context, but at the same time, supernatural shield that has the ability to act as, a mirror, look to the outside world for chaos to see, how their influence is affecting, other areas and other places, and also other people. Also, man, the special for this is perfect for scenarios like this.
Witchcraft. What can you do?
Let's see here. Yeah, let's go with that. Why
It's
not?
freezing.
Pretty sure that's the only option we have is the coin. Gotta get some of that money. Especially since I gotta save up for any potential Death Defiance purchases. I think it's like 200 coin per Death Defiance. You can only counter one per Well of Charon. And it doesn't always show up every single time. Sometimes it'll show up if you have an open slot for it. Sometimes they'll show up if you have no open slots for it, which has happened before to me. I know I haven't showed it off before because I haven't had a situation where that has happened before, at least not yet. But I'm sure once that happens,
What lurks in the river Phlegethon?
I'll hopefully show it off. As if I'm even recording at the time anyways. Just depends on the situation,
Bite this.
Alright.
A Slavag.
Tried to check something. It's the thing that I'm doing right now. It's like a multitasking, kind of like watching a live stream vent while also doing this at the same time.
Blood and darkness.
Oh man, it's
Too late. Got here
Thanatos.
as quickly as I could.
My boy, Thanatos.
What say we get things started? Sounds good. Don't waste it.
I kept attacking Thanatos. He is not having any of it, man. I guess that takes the whole term of hitting on someone to a whole new level. Yeah, I could have executed that joke a lot better, not gonna lie. Wait, did I just get 2 heart upgrades?
Till we meet again.
Jeez Louise, man. That is something, man. Yeah, let's go with that, and that as well. Should be good now. Hopefully there'll be some food items here in the shop. Gee, 16 minutes and 25 seconds, man. That is crazy. If we keep up this speed, I should hopefully get through an entire run, but I have not been having the best luck in terms of getting through runs as of lately, so I'm not going to make any definite promises.
Lerny, hiss once if you think you're going to lose.
And here we go. Lerny the Bone Hydra. Isn't it like the Linearian Bone Hydra or something? I forget what it was referred to before, you know, the whole
Like that.
name of this boss just got turned into Lerny. Which I find freaking hilarious that, like, it actually changes the name of the boss to Lerny. And it stays that way for, like, every single run, you know, from here on out. Which, one, is funny, and two, is good attention to detail, you know? Get rid of that thing right there. Don't need it in here. Stop spewing your fireballs. I'm sure someone somewhere will be all like, fireballs, yum! I'm sorry if that ended up blasting out anyone's eardrums. That was not the intention here. Oh, frick, I'm actually low on health. Man. I gotta be careful here. Gotta make sure I'm playing it smart, you know? Gotta make sure I'm being smarticle particles. Definitely don't want to risk anything. I don't want to close my eyes. I don't want to fall asleep. Because I miss you, babe, and I don't want to miss a thing. And before that starts becoming my whole gimmick, is just referencing Aerosmith and a bunch of other Aerosmith songs. As long as I don't have to friggin' sing Back on the Saddle, because admittedly that is not one of my favorite songs by them. And before someone ends up being, you know, super pissed, like, I just said that their favorite Aerosmith song is not one of my favorite Aerosmith songs. Which, I mean, in my defense, I have different tastes in music.
Good, no more heads.
Especially within, like, metal and rock music. What's here? Ooh, I could go with another, tonic companion thing. Derp derp.
To the top.
Let's just say we keep on going and bust ourselves out of here. I always like the color scheme within Elysium. It's like that nice, shade of green that I like. Which I guess makes sense for a place that's considered a paradise. Or essentially equivalent to like, an interpretation of like a heaven type place, It's like some kind of paradise, heaven type thing, whatever it may be, depending on like, whatever religion you want to think of, which, I mean, even if I don't know everything about every single little thing, I'm trying to at least try to include everyone as best I can. And yeah, I know I'm pausing and stuttering a little bit, which is probably not helping my case, but
Time to mix up my style.
whatever. What do I even want here? Sure.
Not too heavy.
Ah,
Come
frick.
on, then.
Got these freaking flaming wheels, Hot Wheel things. Are they even called Hot Wheels? Man, I'm gonna feel so weird they're not called Hot Wheels and I've just been calling them Hot Wheels this entire time because I have a bunch of Hot Wheels from when I was a kid. Yeah, I know I have a bunch of Hot Wheels left. At least a decent amount, because, as a kid I was like, yeah man, Hot Wheels are cool and stuff. Also, man, how long does this concert event go? Sorry, I'm kind of like watching a concert thing right now. Yeah, there's this Discord server I'm in where just like
Sure Lord Uncle Zeus won't mind.
it'll do a bunch of events, and one of the events that one of the Discord servers is doing is like pretty much just playing a bunch of like concert events or like doing a concert like event. Artemis, yes, Artemis, best girl. Also, Artemis is another character who's like super pretty. Yeah, I'll admit it. Artemis pretty. Eurydice also pretty. I'll admit it. Also, man, I freaking hate this butterfly ball, man. Well, admittedly, lately I have been wanting to fight the butterfly ball more, at least through my runs in Elysium, than I have with Mysterious.
I can't.
At least with the butterfly ball, you can pretty much deplete its entire health, but with Mysterious, it's just like, you can only deplete its health so much, and then, once it gets to like, what, a third, like a quarter to a third of its health left, they just go like, alright, I'm out here, bye. And then you have to fight them again anyway, so it's just like, what's even the friggin' point of doing all this? Aside from less health,
Won't catch this.
What are you hunting this time?
I'm hunting shades, Artemis. That's what I'm doing. I want this or the pressure points ability. Let's go with this. Seriously? Artemis 2 times in a row? Man, Artemis really is best girl, isn't she? Also, yeah, I know what I said. I said Artemis best girl. I'll say it as many times as I can, but maybe not, tons of times in a row, because that would get boring and annoying eventually. There they are. Let's annihilate the frick out of them as best I can. keep running into those traps, man. It's like just when you think you're safe, you're kind of not, you know. All right, come on, come on, come on. Seriously, got these freaking blue crystal things? They are so freaking annoying because like they always make shields for like the enemies and whatnot, and then like it's like it only lasts for like so long, and like nothing you do can damage them. At least the enemy that's been shielded anyway. And plus, it can flow in situations like this, where it's like they can float over, you know, places you can't stand. Yes! Support fire! Let's go! Let's freaking go, dude!
Anything I need.
My favorite ability of Artemis, yo! Cause you can be all like, this is my enemy stand! Great, gotta deal with these things. At a freaking cost. Let's do all this. At least I don't have to deal with those freaking Hot Wheels anymore. I will say that they definitely have explosive personalities. And a really booming voice. Yeah, I still got it.
Okay.
Let's go with that. Do we go with health or do I go with more abilities? Yep, stronger abilities. Let's go. Don't know why I said more abilities. Oh, hey, got free room. Neat.
Power of Olympus.
Yeah.
There we go.
Dude, let's do the thing. Let's go and beat up these guys. I just really want to get out of the Underworld and, you know, just do the things and stuff. I got no rhythm, I got no style. This guy has got a funny face. Can't believe I brought up the friggin' DK64 rap. At least the DK rap anyway. And before somebody references like the meme of the DK rap, where it's just like, and then there's Junkie, he's dead. And then it just goes into DK, Junkie's dead. Also, yes, I have seen that meme before, which is why I'm referencing it in the first place. Well, I guess I'm referencing it because I devolved from talking about the DK rap, so, I'm just rambling about anything and everything at this point, just making no sense at all. Makes no sense that I can't even make dollars. Or whatever currency would be the equivalent of that anyway.
In the name of Hades.
See here. I go with that, maybe. Yeah, let's do that. Seriously, again? Man, I wonder if I could use it like in multiple cases against the champions of Elysium. Is that even possible to do? I don't even know. I guess, you know, I'll find out eventually. Or I could find out right now. Never mind. Can't talk to Charon, so I might as well go now. Let's friggin' do this. Oh yeah, let's go. Mysterious other guy.
By the gods of Olympus, you'll go no further.
Yeah, oh yes, my wicked quest of meeting a long lost relative that I haven't seen in years. I didn't do a good amount of damage to Theseus. Also, wait, can I not? Yeah, I don't think I can. I think I might have tried. Great. Poseidon! Poseidon, why you do this? I thought we were bros. Well, I guess then. Why pick sides, right? Playing favorites can lead to some, I guess, drama and tension. During whatever like bonds are created between two people, whether it be like family bonds, friendship, romance, business, what have you. Also, sorry I'm focusing so much, I really don't want to die during this fight. This is one of the fights that I actually do, you know, frequently die to if I'm not careful and I'm not paying attention. So I'm really focusing here. Plus, Theseus can use different aids every single time, so it is definitely somewhat unpredictable in that case. Great, he's getting ready.
Next.
Gotta outsmart the Bullman. The Bullman is serious. He's definitely not bullheaded, that's for sure. So I guess it could be theorized that Theseus, you know, helped train Asterius into being a better fighter and a warrior, so it would make sense that, you know, Asterius is smart. So I guess, you know, yeah, feel free to give me crap for stereotyping or whatever, but come on, I'm almost there, yes, let's go!
That'll show them.
Definitely like how the audience is all like, yeah, Zagreus, Zagreus, Zagreus.
Your struggles soon shall be in vain.
And they probably will, but whatever. Might as well give them my best shot anyway. No sense in playing possum anyway, right? So if I'm gonna fail, I might as well, you know, die trying. You know, might as well give my best shot, you know, within my abilities as well, because obviously not everyone's going to have the same abilities, not everyone's going to have the same skills, and, you know, that's fine,
If I were a Saint-Isac, where would I be?
you know? If everyone was the same, it wouldn't, you know, there wouldn't really be any diversity, I guess. That makes sense. It'd just be more like, you know, would it be appropriate to use the word dystopia? Asking to understand, so that I can increase my knowledge and understanding of all things. Besides, I could look it up on the internet, but the internet can be pretty hit or miss in terms of information. Especially when misinformation can be spread online. It can be hard to know, you know, the difference between misinformation and actual information.
No way.
At least from what I've noticed anyway. So I'm sure there's an easier way to find like actual, you know, decent information that is, you know, actually helpful. Excuse me. I don't think it's really happened all too often in a recording, it's just me burping. Doesn't really seem like my thing, man. I always thought my thing was kind of like being, you know, either philosophical or existential or both. While occasionally trying to be funny and just, being all like, hey man, you doing good? Or as some people have told me, I could end up being like the character Sokka from Avatar The Last Airbender. At least in their words, not mine. And of course I'm not gonna say who, because I want to make sure I'm keeping people's identities a secret, just for like personal privacy reasons, I didn't know I would want people to respect my privacy if and when needed, so I should do the same thing for other people, Plus, it's always good to practice what you preach. I'm just gonna leave it at that before I dig myself into a hole, because, yeah, I know I've said things that have screwed myself over in the past, so I might as well be safe. As some coworkers have told me in the past, a wise man once said, nothing.
This one, I guess.
And of course, I assume they mean that, like, you don't have to say stuff, like, all the time. Or say, a whole bunch of stuff, like, it's okay to just, like, not talk. Especially if, you don't have anything useful to say, or you don't know what to add. Which is definitely the case for me in some cases, where it's just like I don't really know what to say, or what would be considered helpful, so, I end up being quiet. Which I'm sure some people would be like, oh, why aren't they saying anything? And then, like, I'll say something and be like, oh, I totally forgot you were here, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, whatever. Usually I just try to play it off cool, because it's just like, yeah, I know I've been quiet. I only have myself to blame for those, for that reasoning. I'm just trying to find a good way to explain it.
I should keep going.
I know I have to work on explaining myself better, but I'm sure that's something I can do off recording, or at least in recording as well. I could just try to use, recordings as a good practice ground, if that makes sense.
This time. The power of the
Well,
gods.
right here.
Disgusting. Cerberus will love
That. And let's just go. I could try to go through another room and see if they have another Death Defiance, but I don't want to risk it, admittedly. Yeah, let's go with that. And I could go for another pomegranate ability. Let's see here. I could go for clean kill. Do that. And oh, that's not what I wanted to press at all, yeah. Let's just get out of here.
The Guardian of Hell itself decides the time has come for a short break and snack.
Cerberus vanquished. He's fine. And now it's time to fight Hades. Holy frick, dude. I didn't expect to actually get here and fight Hades with the shield. I don't think I've ever fought Hades with a shield. I might have, actually.
You bear the Aegis so much like your uncle Zeus once did.
Dude, I admit this is such a hard freaking song to play during a boss fight. Like, seriously, man. so I'm definitely going to need to make sure I'm keeping my distance, trying to learn from my mistakes. Just like those videos where it's just like, hey, did you know that Tony Stark, Iron Man, upgraded his suit from this last incident to now because Tony learns from his mistakes. Which admittedly is a fun meme to say, in a good way, I should add, in a good way. I think I've actually quoted that a couple times. First time being in Splatoon 3, Shorthand for Spleen. Which is like, I would say that was the very first video I've ever made. Now, to be fair, that could be evident by the fact that if you look at all the videos I've uploaded thus far, you know, show that, you know, that's the first video I ever made. Frick, I used the ability too soon. Dude, Hades, your health bar is not even halfway down yet. Why are you doing this right now? Come on, dude. Frickin' wimp. You claim to be so much better than me, and yet you're summoning help. Like, dude, come on. I know you're a bigger man than this. I know you like to talk a big game. Well, what's talking big game gonna do if you're not gonna back it up with your actions? Of course, you could say that, you know, calling for help is considered, you know, saying, like, practicing what you're gonna preach and, like, doing what you say you're gonna do, but honestly, if you're gonna say that, like, you have the abilities and skills and that you are better than somebody, then you might as well show people yourself that you can do what you say you can do, you know, without help. So I guess I'm just saying that from the perspective of someone who's considered like a lone wolf. He usually ends up doing things by himself, even when asking for help, which admittedly is not often. Like, I do ask for advice, but I don't really see that as the same as, like, asking for help. Because, like, yeah, I could ask for advice, but asking for advice isn't gonna help me improve myself, because, you know, giving the advice is one thing, but then, like, actually implementing the advice to improve yourself as a person is, you know, something entirely different. Does that make sense? How does that make sense? I say that a lot. So I guess that could just be evident by the fact that I am not super confident in myself, which I will openly admit. Which probably explains why I'm not as good as I could or should be, is because I don't have that confidence. And of course, that just that meme of Corona being all like, have confidence. No confidence.
You asked for this.
How are you supposed to avoid those, like, shockwaves anyway? Are you just supposed to, like, dash across them? How are you supposed to do? Get rid of all these faces, or bosses if you prefer. If you want to be sophisticated about it, yes. Frick.
Keep trying vainly as often as you like.